Hey there friends, how's it going? I'm MisterBo, and today we're going to be going over some tips and tricks to help you get started when it comes to Hot Wheels Unleashed. If you're brand new to the game and you're having trouble winning races or even getting the times that you need on time trial tracks, then hopefully this will help. And I've broken it down into 5 tips. Tip number 1, get that boost off the start line. Now, most racers have the ability to boost at the beginning of a race to get ahead of everyone else, and it's not that clear how you get that boost straight away in Hot Wheels Unleashed. So what you need to do is you need to press acceleration between the 3 and the 2 appearing on screen. If you time it perfectly, you will get purple flames coming out of the back of your car. If you have a car with 3 or more boost slots, it will automatically fill those first 3 boosts. If you don't quite time it right, you'll get a green flame out of the back of your car, and that will fill up to 2 boost slots. If you time it even worse, you'll get normal flames out of the back of your car, and that will give you 1 boost slot. And if you just fail altogether, well, you won't get any flames, and you'll have a pretty slow start. Now, this can take some practice to time it right, but you want to be aiming for when the 3 is just about to disappear after it moves on. Hit acceleration there, and you should be able to get purple flames. This can come in really handy when in some of those tougher races, and will probably be very necessary when it comes to online races because most people are probably going to be hitting purple first time. Tip number 2 is to spend those Hot Wheels coins. As you are completing races, you're earning Hot Wheels coins and you want to spend them. Whether you go ahead and spend them in the store or you spend them on the blind box, spend them, because who knows, you might get a legendary or a super treasure hunt car straight away, and that's definitely going to be a lot better than a rare or common car. Don't save all these coins up when you could have a really cool fast car waiting for you that would help you out in some of these early races. Which moves on to tip number 3, don't upgrade cars for the sake of upgrading them. I got a car pretty early on that I was really enjoying, the Motosaurus. I was winning races, I was able to control this car around corners, and I thought, hey, I've got the ability to upgrade it, I've got enough material, let's upgrade it. And doing so made this car faster, but at the same time, I just wasn't able to control it as well as I was around corners and doing drifts. And it made me stop using the car because I just wasn't doing as well with it. If there is a car that you really like, maybe wait until you get a duplicate version before upgrading it, just in case it turns into a car that you don't like using anymore and you're not as good with. Now, tip number 4 is to know when to use your boosts. Your first thought might be, I've got 4 boosts charged up at the moment, I might as well just use them all at once. And that isn't the play here. You'll learn later when doing time trials that you need to work out when to use boosts efficiently. If there's a boost pad on the track, you probably don't want to be using one of your boosts because that's just a waste. Or if there's a speed section coming up, you don't want to be using your boost and going on the speed because again, you're kind of just wasting your boost. You want to use them as efficiently as possible. That might be boosting coming out of a turn, which is a really helpful thing to do. That might be knowing that there isn't going to be anything on the track coming up ahead that is going to give you a speed boost, so use it then. Or maybe you see one of the sections of the track which actually recharges your boost and you're already at full boosts. So use your boost before you hit that so you're not just wasting that recharge. It is also worth always keeping a boost ready if you know there's going to be a loop on the track, because if you're going into a loop and you don't have any boosts, chances are you're going to lose a lot of speed and maybe even fall back off the track, making you either reset or just losing you positions in a race. And the final tip is to look for shortcuts, because there are a lot of cheesy ways to take corners in this game or just cut complete sections of the track, which you'll learn later in the game when doing time trials is very necessary. For instance, here's a couple of shortcuts I found. On this track, you come off the course for a little bit and you're supposed to just go back on the course. But instead, if you go wide right, just miss where you're supposed to go, you can continue on and you can jump over to this section of the track, and that saves you a lot of time. Or for instance, on this track, normally you're supposed to go around this bend and follow the track. However, there is a section cut out, and if you have a boost ready, you can boost off and save 20 seconds of time on this race. People are going to know these things when it comes to online races, and you're going to need to know these things when it comes to getting those time trials completed. Another example of it is this track here. I just couldn't work out how I was supposed to get this time completed. I was always 3 or 4 seconds off, but then I noticed on one of the final straights, you can actually take a right, go on the table, and then meet the track up again, saving you that 4 seconds of time and completing it. Now, most of the shortcuts come when you're coming off of the track. When you're in sections where you're just sort of driving around the normal map, there are checkpoints you need to hit, but you can cut some of these corners really short. This is where the high-end skill play is really going to start to show, and you want to know these things as soon as possible so you can keep up with everyone else. So there you have it. Those are 5 tips to help you get started in Hot Wheels Unleashed and allow you to hopefully dominate against other people online and get those time attacks completed. Let me know if this helped you out, and if it did, click that like button. If you got any other helpful tips for other people, then leave them in the comments below. If you aren't already, subscribe for more content and coverage. Apart from all that though, cheers for watching and for hanging out with me, I do super appreciate it. You can follow me over on Twitter at IamMisterBo, and you can join our Discord server, link to that in the description below. Hopefully I'll see you around, but until then, as always, make sure you take care. Bye bye.